Hi, I'm John.
Hello, I'm Fred.
You are a moron.
You are a knucklehead.
And we are
Dusty
Farts.
From diners to Jiffy, to parks full of schemes, they chase down their coffee and half-baked dreams. A booth is a booth, no matter the spot. From porcelain thrones to a parking lot, they're swinging at goats in a sheepsbury brawl, arguing about thermostats, winter and fall. With Steve as the showman and areas glare, it's bleats in the lot and bad prizes to spare. So grab your hot sauce and follow the sparks. Step right up, folks, it's the Dusty Farts.
Some folks pass the time with crosswords, church bulletins, or whittling on porch rails. John and Fred, they spend it with burnt coffee, grease stains, and wagers stranger than a squirrel funeral. Today at the Jiffy Lube, Curtis drops in with sass. Lyle collects a brand new nickname, and our boys critique the beautiful ballet that is the maintenance bay.
The Dusty Farts.
First rule of survival, Farts. Always follow the smell of burnt coffee beans.
Second rule of survival, Dusty. You ignore the sign that says employees only.
And the third rule? Make sure no man lays claim to your booth territory.
The Jiffy booth has survived grease, spilled coffee, and the occasional oil smudge. But nothing prepared it for this, a turf war. Not waged with chains or switchblades, but with Sharpies. Curtis has tagged their territory like a rival gang, leaving stall-style slogans across the vinyl. One reads, "For a good time, ask John what temperature he keeps his thermostat." Another, "Fred was here, then forgot why." In the underworld of cracked cushions and vexed vinyl, this is the ultimate insult.
Curtis, you marking our turf like some kind of booth bandit?
Yes, son, this is sacred ground. You don't just roll up and tag the Farts territory.
Oh, hi, Squirrel Farts. Don't worry, if you sit in front of it, nobody will see it. Plus, my blind friend Jimmy will be over later to draw in stick figures and add phone numbers.
Curtis, I'm starting to look forward to your presence about as much as Bob's burned bacon.
Ignore him, Curtis. He thinks transmission fluid is dark roast. So, what brings you down to the Jiffy joint today? You down here getting your oil and filter changed?
No, weirdo, but that's exactly what a dipstick would ask. I'm actually down here to get some advice from Lyle about my back end, and Lyle knows all about big back ends from hanging around you two.
Well, looky here. Hey, everybody. It's the pride of the class of 2001. Did you guys know that Curtis was voted most likely to need a hall pass at his own 40th birthday?
Nice one! Lyle, how's your sister? You know we went to Maple Grove High together. Is she still trying to cheat on her math test using a thesaurus?
No, but as a linguistics professor 20 years later, she does know how to say loser in 12 dialects. Now, what brings you down to the old oil exchange?
Well, the back end on my Firebird tends to get a little loose in the downhill corner of Billy Walton's dirt run. I thought it was marbles in the corners, but I think it's a traction issue in the rear suspension.
Oh, that's an easy fix. Just look under the rear axle and find that stabilizer bar bracket. Give it a good turn, and after the bushing clamp clicks into place, it should grip them corners a lot tighter.
Wow, Curtis, you gonna be able to handle that all by yourself?
Of course, I have 3 YouTube links and I pay for GPT+. You so dumb!
I don't know, Curtis. They say wisdom comes with age.
So does hair in weird places. And speaking of weird places, my friend Jimmy was sitting in a recliner and threw out his back when he sneezed. I gotta go take him to the chiropractor.
Militant squirrels, cake crumbs, Curtis. Maple groves becoming infested with vermin.
Oh, come on now, Dusty. Don't get all twitchy. You sound like a man who just lost a staring contest with a chipmunk.
Yeah, relax, John. Don't get your fluffy tail in a bunch. I'll go grab you guys some brew and rubbing alcohol to clean off Curtis's scrawlings.
I don't know if you caught this, Dusty, but on the drive over, I set the thermostat all the way north of 73 this morning.
Sure, farts, I noticed, and I kindly thank you. And I don't know if you noticed, but I wore an extra sweater today so I could crack the window. Figured you might like a little breeze to keep from pitting up your shirt.
I noticed, and it was much appreciated, and I sure am glad we got that settled.
That's it? You're kidding, right? The whole saga of settling things like temperature tantrum throwing goat herders in the parking lot? And you wrap it all up with a polite nod to 73 degrees? No slammed doors? No circles under your eyes for days? Not even an extra dish towel thrown in disgust? You, Gumpy, old coots.
Knock it off, Hope. This is how old men get things done.
Yeah, we ain't got time for grudges. CAFE ratings, yes. Grudges, no.
Speaking of time, you got today's timetables, farts? I want to see the odds before the first postmark.
Yep, fresh off the printer. Looks like Express Lane Elaine is leading the pack again. Her route is tighter than a pickle jar at a church picnic.
Bah, I'm putting my money on Parcel Pete. Man handles a cul-de-sac like Secretariat on Derby Day.
Suit yourself, but don't underestimate Overtime Otis. He's got endurance. Rain, snow, sleet, bad knees. Don't matter. Otis still limps across that finish line.
What in the world are you two jabbering about? Sounds like the world's saddest horse track.
Postal carriers, Lyle. We chart their routes. We track their on-time deliveries. We know how many curbs they hop. We wager on them like thoroughbreds.
Got the whole timetable mapped. Every corner, every cul-de-sac, every motion sensor rigged to front hedges.
You're kidding me. You're actually betting on mailmen?
Postal stallions of suburbia, Lyle. Show some respect.
And don't knock it till you've seen Return to Sender Randy hit that roundabout during carpool hour over by the elementary school. Pure poetry.
All right, farts. Give me 5 on Parcel Pete, finishing Elm Avenue before 3:10.
You're on, and I'll raise you 3 on Elaine hitting the stoplight before it cycles twice.
Wait, what? 5? 3? You two betting real money on this nonsense?
Money? No, we ain't fools.
Those are IOUs for our neighborly niceties. I win. He takes out Mildred's trash for the next 5 days. He wins. I mow Earl's patchy yard for 3 months. Keeps the stakes high, but the wallet's intact.
Oh, so you're running an imaginary horse track made out of unknowing postal carriers, powered entirely by neighborhood honey can-do lists?
Exactly. The only gambling operation in town where the house always wins. And by house, we mean the whole dang neighborhood.
Now hush, Pit baby. Elaine's rounding third and Pearlie's bushes ain't trimming themselves.
Well, gents, good service like that deserves good service in return. How about a little more sludge?
You're a good man, Charlie Brown. Now, if only this so-called smartwatch could help me figure my winnings.
Oh, is that the smartwatch Arya talked you into?
Sure is. But between you and me, I don't think it's all that smart.
Really? Looks brand new. Hold on, you still got the protective tape on it. State of the art, shiny as the top of John's head. I bet it's smarter than all 3 of us put together.
Smart? I think not. Thing kept telling me to stand up when I was sitting in a perfectly good chair.
Maybe it just knows your backside better than you do.
Look here, only reason I got it was 'cause Arya guilted me into it. Said if my heart stopped, maybe it'd notify someone. Eventually.
Well, it's got safety features for that. Emergency calls, fall detection. Could come in handy.
Oh, I get all that. but tarnation if I can understand it. Here, Lyle, you take it. Your paw took a tumble recently. You two will know how to put it to better use.
Dang farts. Every time you come in here, you give me something, and these last two have been a lot better than those back rub coupons. You sure, though? What about your ticker?
Yeah, that was just a little case of Bob's chili for 3 straight days. False alarm.
Besides, I'm with him nearly every waking second nowadays.
He does keep an eye on me. Just one, though. Other one ain't worth a truck of duck luck.
Well, John, you keep right on doing that then.
Every now and then, between the thermostat wars, the squirrel paranoia, and the Sharpie turf battles, these two stumble into something decent. Fred, grumbling all the way, handed over his so-called smartwatch not out of pride, but out of care. In their world, generosity comes wrapped in sarcasm, but it's still generosity. The watch found a smarter wrist, and the gesture, believe it or not, was heartfelt. But like everything at Jiffy Lube, it was also not particularly sanitary.
Hold up now. Look down in Bay 2. We got a rookie setting up for the oil filter twist.
Oh boy. Big job for a rookie. That's a move that separates the interns from the insurance claims.
I would say this is a bold but classic maneuver. High risk, medium reward. If he botches it, they're gonna be mopping up gallons of 10W30 and buckets of pride.
Cripes. Look at that elbow placement. He's leaning too far left.
I would say that there is a classic case of overcompensation. He's probably watched too many YouTube tutorials. Sure don't got that fluid feel.
You gotta finesse the filter, not strangle it. Poor kid's wrenching like he's opening a stuck pickle jar at a family reunion. Look out. Now he's lost his torque wrenches. This could cost him points with the Eastern Bloc judges.
Ooh, that's a double-axle drain plug pirouette if I ever saw one.
Picture it. A rookie mechanic fumbles a filter, 2 old men in the booth provide play-by-play like it's the World Gymnastics Championships, and not a soul in the garage asked for this coverage. Yet here they are, rating elbow placement, torque angles, and pickle jar technique as if the fate of the free world depended on it. John and Fred once even tried to submit their ratings for Jiffy Lube mechanics to Car and Driver magazine. Their last envelope was returned, unopened, with the words, "Please stop," scrawled on the outside.
Hey fellas, don't tell the greasy boys, but they really like you both judging their performances. They say it makes them laugh and keeps them on their toes.
Fair enough. Just see if they'll help out around here with the vermin problem.
Will do. And hey, thanks again for the watch. Really appreciate it, even if it was quite random.
Random? Hey kids, guess what? That's today's R word for the day. Yay! Can you say random?
Random, R-A-N-D-U-M, ran, dumb. I once banged my head and ran dumb for a while. Random.
Talk about random. Today, John and Fred wagered on United States postal carriers, like they were thoroughbreds, judged rookie grease boys with Olympic-style commentary no one requested, and came to a peaceful ceasefire in the endless war over the thermostat. And yet, in the middle of all the nonsense, they handed off a smartwatch to someone who truly needed it. That's not random at all. That's intentional. Because in the end, the measure of a life isn't the sharpness of your sarcasm. The true measure comes from the kindness of your character.
Yo ho ho, a one-eye biny scallywag special.